Hello, friends, and welcome to this April 2023 look ahead for our astrological climate. First of all, how are you doing? With all of the changes and transitions from March, it has been a crazy, crazy time. Saturn moved into Pisces, which it only does once every 29 years. It stays in a sign for 3 years at a time. So this is a transition that has been forthcoming for the last 3 years. It's the start of a new 3 year cycle. And Pluto, which only changes signs every 15 to 20 years, just moved into Aquarius, where it hasn't been for basically 2 centuries. So with these monumental shifts and changes, it does take an effect on us personally. I will share with you that I am a Saturn ruled Capricorn sun, a Saturn ruled Aquarius rising, as well as a Scorpio moon. But Pisces also kind of presides over most of my first house. So I personally have been feeling these changes like crazy. I have been exhausted, absolutely exhausted throughout the month of March. But as we get into Aries season further and further, I'm feeling a little bit more refreshed, especially as we get our feet under us with these new transits. So if you've been feeling it, just know that you're not alone. I too am feeling it. I never let what I know about astrology dictate how I feel or how I walk through the world, but I do take note of it. And it provides me the opportunity to kind of reflect upon how the planetary alignments are showing up in my life. So again, if you're feeling it, just know that you're not alone. But let's talk about April. On April 6th, we have a full moon in Libra. Libra is the sign of our partnerships, our friendships, our communities, our relationships. The Libra Aries axis is all about the we in Libra versus the me in Aries, or the me in Aries versus the we of Libra. So with this full moon on April 6th, you could be finding yourself faced with circumstances or experiences that cause you to reflect upon the communities, the interpersonal relationships, and your friendships, work partnerships, partnerships in general. So just be aware during the time of the full moon, it's generally a time when we're more inclined to release and let go and make space in our lives so that we can accept that which will serve us better. It's not to say you're going to be saying goodbye to people or friends or family members, communities, partnerships. It just means that we could be taking inventory over who it is in our lives that really lifts us up, who is most supportive of us, and who might fall on the opposite end of that spectrum. So just be aware of that. Then most of the astrological climate is geared towards the third week of April. April 19th and 20th, we have a slew of different planetary events. On the 19th and 20th, we have a new moon in Aries. It's the second new moon of the Aries season, which is very, very rare. So, whereas with the first new moon that occurred in the sign, we were probably kind of taking action towards setting intentions for what we wanted this whole 12-month cycle to bring in. Now, during this new moon, we could be trying to figure out how to build structure around that so that we can build what it is that we hope to manifest and what it is that we hope to bring into our lives during this astrological new year. Mixed with that new moon, though, we also have a solar eclipse in Aries. And solar eclipses in general, are a time where we see people and events and changes enter and exit our lives swiftly. So around April 19th and 20th, just kind of be on the lookout for any changes that might have been previously unexpected or that might have been planned for a future time in the distance that kind of happened very fast. We also, on April 20th, the sun moves from Aries into Taurus. So we will be, again, kind of looking at structure and foundations and all the things that we need to build in our lives to take this spark of inspiration and put it into action. So mid-month, we've got the new moon in Aries combined with the solar eclipse, which brings forward changes, people, places, events that we might not have been expecting, as well as the shift into Taurus season. So that's a lot. That's a lot going on in just a couple days throughout the month of April. So just, ride the highs as best you can, deal with the lows if they arise, and just know that you're not in this alone. Reach out if I can be of support, and I hope you have a wonderful April with all that it brings with it. See you soon.